Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here with you at Q6 School today. Thank you so much for having us. As you know, that we're here to talk about positive behavioral interventions and supports, or PBIS. My name is Chris Evers. I have my other teammates who will be here to share with you other parts of the presentation, but I am going to share with you the overview, theories, and models supporting PBIS and give you a little bit of background. PBIS is an evidence-based framework for developing positive behavior and is used in schools nationwide to create a positive climate for learning. PBIS was originally developed as a way to work with students and other individuals with developmental disabilities in various settings, including schools. It was an alternative to punishment-based and other aversive interventions for addressing self-injuring, aggressive, or other behaviors that impeded an individual's learning or the learning comfort of others. Over time, educators began to expand the scope of PBIS to address the larger school community. They recognize that individuals with disabilities do better when the whole school environment is one that supports positive behavior, and that all students benefit from such an environment. PBIS thus evolved into a way to design school-wide supports, those for typical students as well as students with disabilities. It provides a broad range of systematic and individualized strategies for achieving important academic and behavior outcomes while preventing problem behaviors. An application of behavior analysis, PBIS focuses on teaching children positive behaviors and changing children's environment so that the positive behaviors become more effective for them than using negative behaviors. The developers of PBIS name goals and identify broad features that help ensure success in reaching those goals, but they do not prescribe or advocate specific teaching practices or programs. This allows your school to choose practices and programs that fit your geographic, cultural, and logistical characteristics. It is an applied science that uses educational and systems change methods or environmental redesign to enhance quality of life and minimize problem behavior. PBIS emerged from three major sources: applied behavior analysis, the normalization inclusion movement, and person-centered values. Although elements of PBIS can be found in other approaches, its uniqueness lies in the fact that it integrates these 9 critical features. As a cohesive whole, it's a comprehensive lifestyle change, a lifespan perspective, ecological validity, stakeholder participation, social validity, systems change or a multi-component intervention, emphasis on prevention, flexibility in scientific practices, and multiple theoretical perspectives. The approach reflects a more general trend in the social sciences and education away from pathology or medical-based models to a new positive model that stresses personal competence and environmental integrity for the student. Katie's going to come up now, and she's going to share with you the core principles and techniques of PBIS.
Thank you. The core principles of PBIS are: we have the ability to teach appropriate behavior to all children. Early intervention is best practice, and intervening before the problematic behaviors escalate is ideal. PBIS utilizes a multi-tier model for service delivery. This provides a system to match behavioral resources with the needs of all students. PBIS is research-based with scientifically validated interventions. No Child Left Behind legislation requires the use of evidence-based interventions, and PBIS is ideal. We need to know if an intervention is working or not, and PBIS monitors student progress to determine program effectiveness. Data collection systems are in place to help inform decision-making. 3 types of assessments are utilized: screening of data comparison per day, per month for total office discipline referrals, diagnostic determination of data by time of day, problem behavior, and location, and progress monitoring to determine if the behavioral interventions are producing the desired effects. The following slides will cover each of the prevention levels in more detail, but this slide shows a visual model of the continuum of school-wide instructional and positive behavioral support. There's tertiary, secondary, and primary prevention. Primary prevention is school-wide and utilized with all students, staff, and school settings. The structural framework of the school settings is changed from a reactive approach to a proactive system. Behavioral expectations are defined and taught, and a reward system for appropriate behavior is established. It unites all adults to use common language, common practices, and consistent application of positive and negative reinforcement. An example of primary prevention techniques would be to prevent injuries caused by running in the hallways. A school could establish a teach the rule, walk in the halls. Staff would be stationed in hallways during transition times to supervise students, and staff would give gotcha tickets to students who exhibit appropriate behaviors. Once the students receive a specific amount of gotcha tickets, they are able to turn them in for small rewards or teacher-approved privileges. Secondary prevention is used in a targeted, specialized group. It provides interventions for students with at-risk behaviors. It is aimed at making problem behavior less effective, relevant, and efficient, and making desired behavior more functional. It provides increased structure, predictability, and adult feedback. Examples of secondary prevention include small group or individual review of the rules, social skills clubs such as lunch bunch, and/or behavioral contracts. Tertiary prevention is highly individualized intervention designed for students who are engaging in serious problem behaviors. Tertiary prevention has been successfully utilized for children with behavioral and emotional disorders. It focuses on prevention of problem contexts, instruction on desired skills, strategies for decreasing problem behavior, and enhancing reward of desired behavior. An example of tertiary prevention is to meet with a child who is engaging in significant off-task and disruptive behaviors and teach her to use on-task behaviors for group lessons and seat work. The child would be given a sticker behavior chart, and she would be able to keep track of her own behavior. PBIS is utilized in schools nationwide. The techniques that are taught at the school carry over to other settings, such as the home and community. The U.S. Department of Education encourages school districts to implement PBIS. It is utilized for kindergarten through 12th grade and is ideal for Q6 since you have your elementary, middle, and high school all in one facility. Next, we're going to have Belen talk about the research regarding PBIS. Thank you.
Thank you. So as Katie and Chris have already mentioned, all the pros of PBIS. I'm gonna, you might be asking yourself, why would I want to do this? Why would we want to implement this into our school? We have there's a lot of evidence suggesting that, here are a couple of reasons why you would want to implement. You want to lower your detention rates. You want to lower your referrals to special education. You want to lower suspension rates. And the great thing about this intervention is that, like Katie mentioned, it can go for, no school is too big or too small to implement something like this. So a lot of the studies showed after just 1 year of implementation, a 22% drop in detention rates, as well as serious disobedience of authority went from 1.6 of every 100 students to 0.05 per 100 students in the second year. So it's just a great intervention because it's been shown to improve academic achievement. It's been shown to enhance social competence, as well as it creates a facility for to integrate both the parent, the child, and the educators. It really brings all of them together so that they're all on the same track on what's going on with the student, and to improve them, like the gotchas, the little tickets that we'll be mentioning in the video, in the next video here. So now we'll be introducing to you what we'll be doing in the video. We will be going over. We'll be showing you an integration of all three tiers. So we'll be using teaching appropriate behaviors, and also bringing in the assembly, which is the primary tier. And then we will also monitor progress using the sticker cards and using gotchas tickets, and then also we will use PBIS includes, again, we'll be seeing that integration of the parent, the student, and the teacher or educator. All right, thank you.